Hey guys, welcome back to day 2 with Deftspider. So we're getting started on day 2 with version 12. Today we're going to do some building because we need shade. That's why I'm hiding under this tree right now. Just let my stuff recharge. As you can see in front of us, we've done a bunch of clear cutting. So there's a ton of trees on the ground. We went ahead and got our planks filled up, and we cleared out a bunch of stones over the night. It's currently day 2, 1:15 p.m. We still need to build a forge and make a iron ingot. So that's what we're going to work towards today with the building. So we're going to go ahead and lay out the foundations. Then we're going to complete one corner section of the building so we can cover our forges. If your forges get rained on, they will go out. So you don't want to waste that time with them cooking ore for you and then them just to go out. So let's go ahead and grab 3 logs on our way back over. And then we'll get to it now that we're full on sun resistance. So sun resistance, in case somebody skipped the first video, it's that last bar on the right at the very bottom. If you take that damage, it causes you all kinds of issues. Like I think you lose. Oh yeah, here's a dead bird. So we want to grab these whenever you see them. It'll give you arrows. Or feathers. We're gonna need those later on to build arrows. So let's go ahead and drop some of this stuff off that we have on us. And you can see all these new crates. They're full of stone. We'll use this in a minute. First things first, we need to come over here. So I cleared this whole space out, right? So I cut down the trees on the banks. So we've got logs to use there. We filled up all of our saw benches. We made a stack of logs to make more planks. We've got logs laying over there, and this is probably just barely enough to get us started for what I want to build. So there's a road there. It leads down there to a cave according to the map. So we're going to go ahead and build right here with our front door facing that way. Is that a plant? Yes, I haven't had a lot of luck finding plants, so you have to forgive me while I get sidetracked. Watermelons are great for giving you water and carbs, and corn is really good for vitamins. Alright, so what we want to do, I want to build a 7x7 foundation. So let's go into our build menu. We'll go to just the regular foundation, use the mouse wheel like we went over in the last video. I don't want to build mine elevated, I'm going to build mine level. So we're going to go down by holding X and using the mouse wheel. So you can go super low sometimes, but we're going to go right above that. And I think we actually need to back up some. So where's the edge of this at? It's right there. So let's go about right here. Well, on a front porch. Yeah. Front porch might be a little elevated. It'd be okay. So we'll do 1, 2. See how it just snaps into place? 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Do we have enough space over here? Be 8 and 9. Yeah, okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So we got a 7x7. The reason I go with odd numbers, I like to keep my doors centered. You can call it OCD or whatever, but I just like to have everything looking nice. Alright, so there we go. That's laid out. And then we'll just fill in the gaps. Now, if you build this elevated, you need to remember that you want to put your logs into the center first, or you're going to have to build stairs to get up to your platforms because you can't jump. So this way we can actually walk and just place as we want to. Alright, so this is going to be our starting structure here. I do want to build some fancy corners on this also, so we're going to do our wooden corner foundations. Let's go ahead and rotate these like that, and then we're going to put one like that. And we're going to do that on all 4 corners. We did a similar build to this. I wonder if I could build it farther out. We might try this corner. We might do a little experimenting on this one and see if we can't build it a bit larger. Right, so because if we do that, then we're going to need some squares. I haven't tried this yet because it's hard to get this stuff to match up. Okay, this one's off. Right, so you can see the way the log's running on it. So we're going to hit delete and then press confirm. And then we'll go back into our menu and get the right angle that we want. Because I don't know how the walls will line up on this one. So like I said, this side is going to be a bit of an experiment. If it'll snap. It might not snap too to work out right. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Alright, so we'll play with that later on when I go into a larger build. For now, let's just get set up and ready for winter and for the first wave of zombies. So like I said, we're on day 2. Day 3, we'll start seeing our first predators. Day 5, we'll see the zombies. And we're lucky and blessed now. It looks like it's about to rain because it's currently 2:42 p.m. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the rest of this laid out. Plus, this is nice so you can see what you're doing at night. That one there. Something like that. Kind of feel like I'm going to wish I had built a little bit farther that way, but it'll be okay. we can always build us something new in a different location later on. Normally you don't want to build something this big if you're new to the game and you're still getting used to the mechanics. Alright, so from there you're going to want to make sure that your inventory is pretty clear, because we're going to need a lot of planks. Alright, so we're going to grab as many planks as we can carry, and we're going to want to grab it from at least 3 of these saw benches at a time. And the reason for that is you're going to want to make planks while you're using them. So we'll put 3 logs down, we'll grab some more. We're going to build this corner out first. So just press E while aiming at it, and you can see it add the materials in the lower left corner. And the goal, like I said, is to get shade built up. So we want to put a roof on it as fast as we can. Go ahead and add those. We can grab some more planks. And always keep these working, so we'll let those finish really quick and add some more. Grab some more logs. And then we're going to run back over here. Let's see, everybody's looking good on planks. Let's get some on that one. Alright, so we're going to get these put in. And once we get the forges up, we can... Oh, it's a stick. Okay. Once we get the forges put in, we can make some iron. And while we're making the iron, we'll use that to make the log cart. And then all this becomes a lot faster. Alright, we can start on our walls in just a second. Sorry if it's kind of blurry right now, guys. It's just, you gotta fly, or it's gonna take you forever to build this if you move too slow. Alright, so we've got this started. The stick should be okay where it's at. Sometimes if you can't build, check around for sticks and rocks. They might be causing a collision. Alright, so we're going to build us a window curved wall right there. Then we're going to do 2 solids on either side of that. Something like that right there. Now then, if you notice on building this, I didn't put the walls up on top of these blue or greenish templates. Is because you can't place them on that until they're completely built. Now if you add materials to this and you hit delete on it, you'll get all the materials back if it's not completed. If it's completed, you'll get half the materials back. And then later on we can go over how to upgrade all these into concrete and other materials. We're getting low on energy, so we need to build a bed soon. Let's go ahead and throw some more planks down. And as you can see, that's why I built 4 of these, because the planks go really, really fast. The logs go super fast. And then we're going to just throw up our walls. And the good thing about that is once you get the forges built, it gives you something to do while you're resting your sun damage. You can just sit in the shade and do some forging. I wonder if we have any food. Do we have any food we can eat to get our energy up a little bit? There we go. We got a little bit more energy. Good on planks. Mostly just need logs right now. Now if it's red, you can't add materials, so then just back up a step. And then it'll let you place them down. So let's just sprint over here, we'll grab some of these. And like I said, the log cart and eventually the truck will let you carry a lot more material. These walls are 5 planks, 5 wood logs each. I should have gone over that a minute ago. Let's grab them back here. And then watch your log piles. When you see them scattered, it's because these animals will knock them all over the place, and the birds are especially bad about sending your stuff flying. They have no chill when it comes to messing all your stuff up. Alright, so there we go. We've got that built out. So now we can start building a roof. So we'll open our build menu again. We'll go into... You have ceilings you can build if you want to do a second floor. We'll get to that in a second. For now, we're going to put a solid roof here. So we're going to grab these curved corner roofs. And we're going to place 3 of those down. And then we don't have any materials, but there are 12 clay each, 4 planks, and 4 wood logs apiece. Alright, we also need to grab some more logs and build for where we're going to place our bed for now. Personally, I like to just kind of come to the center and do it. So let's go ahead and add logs to that. And then we need 6 planks. So we'll just get a max load of planks on us. Alright, so there's our center spot. So we'll just press I, come into here, go to placeables, go to furniture, and in the top left we have the bed. It takes 6 planks to build it. We're just going to set it here for now. We can move it later. So if you want to move it, you'll press N as in November, and then you can place it once you get some more foundations and stuff built. If you look at our energy bar, it's above sun resistance. It's currently very, very low. The thing with the bed is you can sleep on it and it'll restore your energy, but your stats will go down over time. Once you build the bed, so you have multiple bases, even if you don't have multiple bases, in case you're scared you're going to die, right click while looking at the bed and you'll see in the lower left corner next to the bed's hit points, that spawn point is now enabled. So normally when you die, you'll just spawn somewhere randomly. As long as you have your bed set as your spawn point when you die, you'll spawn on it. Alright, so let's make sure we don't have anything left in our inventory. We've got some planks left. We'll get those thrown up here. And then let's use the last of our energy to try to get at least one ceiling piece done. And then I'll probably just do the rest of these materials off camera until we get to adding the rest of the walls and forges. Because we need to cover clay and how to get it right now. There's going to be a different way later on once we get into power and making more advanced metals. Alright, so we should almost have one of these done. You need one more log and 12 clay. Okay, so to get clay, you're going to need your pickaxe. These are the clay nodes right now. So there's these tiny little brown rocks. They drop 10 clay each. Sometimes they will slide into the graphics. And then they scatter just like the rest of the rocks. So I like to just count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we need one more to finish up at least one roof piece. So if you want to gather a lot of those clay pieces at once and a lot of rock, do like I do, grab you a chest, put the rock in it, press N as in November, and just haul that around with you. You can load it up. Later on, you can get crates and things that make life a lot easier, but for now, this is the best method to get started with. Alright, so we'll come into here, we'll look at our roof piece, we'll add our 12 pieces of clay, and there's our first roof piece. Alright, so let's see, we need 2 logs and 4 pieces of clay to finish one more. Let's see if we can find that really quick. So we'll just go ahead and grab 3 logs, because we're using stamina to run back and forth right now, and it takes a lot out of us. Alright, that one's good. That one's actually good, so we just actually need the clay now. I think, if I remember right, there were some clay nodes over here. Sometimes you might want to turn foliage down to harvest your clay nodes, because they can be hard to see when they scatter. And since the update, it seems a lot... Clay and rocks seem much more rare than they used to be. Like, used to, you could just, like, walk 3 feet, and there'd be, like, a new rock for you to smash. I believe you spread them out so that you have to actually get to advanced technology to get the clay extractor, to make life even easier. Alright, so there's our roof built on our little corner piece. Hopefully we have enough stamina left. What we're going to do now is go into here, placeables, others, and the top left is the stone forge. We're going to build 5 of these to get started with. There's the more advanced one. We'll get to that once we have the right materials for it, and we'll use it to replace these. Because one of the big ones is equal to 5 of these little ones. Looks like I didn't get that one quite just right. Oh well. They're just temporary, so we'll slap these in. And we'll add one over here to the side. So when it's red, you obviously can't place it. Alright, so there's our 5. These are 25 small stones each. So that's why when I smashed all that stone to make room to build this, I saved all the stone. So we'll just throw that there. Alright, so you can throw planks on the ground. They will not disappear, just like wood logs won't. And then we have this button here at the bottom of the chest. It's the take all button, so we can just hit take all on that. We're currently going to be overweight, but so you'll move at this speed. You can't run, but you can still jump. So we'll add that to the stone forge. And there's our first stone forge. And this works just like the campfire. You press E while looking at it. It's got 2 slots on top where you can place ore, or stone, or sand if you're making glass, which we'll get to all that over time. Here at the bottom, same thing as campfire. You're going to want to put either bark chips or like 5 pieces of firewood, and that'll fill this up. Now, to move things on and off the forge, we'll go over that once we get all 5 of these built. The best way about going to do that. Unfortunately, it's time for our guy to take a nap because he's completely out of energy. And so we're losing hit points. First, I think I see a pumpkin. Let's go grab that because we're going to need the nutrients when we wake up. Is that an onion? Yep. We got an onion right here. Like I said, keep your head on a swivel, keep your eyes open, and find all the vegetables and goodies that you can. Alright, so to sleep at your bed, after you set your respawn point, press E. You'll see the time going up on the top right corner. You'll see all of your stats rapidly dropping. You'll see your energy bar going up. It'll also give, or it'll recharge your hit points. Usually you don't want to let all this drop down because now that we're thirsty, we're losing stamina. We're at max energy. Let's go ahead and wake up. We slept a little bit too long because we slept all the way through the night. Then immediately eat as soon as you wake up. So we got an onion. Let's go ahead and eat that. We'll eat this and eat that. It's going to give us some thirst back. We need to go down here and grab some water. Should still have some left. We'll wait for the sun to get a little bit higher. Then we'll go after some proteins. Well, I guess we're going to be completely out of water. So it's going to be time to go fishing again. So we can get our handy dandy spear out. I don't know that we'll be able to see anything just yet because it's kind of, yeah, see how dark it is? But there is a big tuna right here. Let's see if we can grab him. That'll be a nice little catch. See, our inventory is not terrible, but it's not great. Let's see if we can't get a couple others. Where did you go, fishy? Now, if you kind of float right at the surface, occasionally the graphics will blend, so you can still see. Like, I know he's right there. So there we go, we got him. Alright, another tuna. Don't mind if I do. I don't know if we have space for him, so we're just going to take him back. That should be enough meat to get us started. Eventually we'll get a drying rack and everything else going. But that's what the forges are for. So let's throw our fish on the ground, right click, harvest. And then we're ready to cook, and we need some water. I guess we can go with that real quick, just in case anybody's watching this video instead of the first one. So you see we're currently out of water. We'll just grab some here. Fill up our bucket. And this is why I built the campfire down here close to the water source. Even though we do have water basins, so we could technically do this anywhere. But now we're close to fish and water, so it just makes life easy. Go ahead and do that. We can get our fish placed out. Grab one piece of firewood should be enough to get it all done. Set it on fire. We're going to cook this. I'm going to get my resources and everything geared back up. Then we're going to go ahead and finish. I'm going to finish placing all of the foundations down. I'm going to go ahead and finish building out the forges. And then we'll come back and we'll put in our walls. I might go ahead and build one section of walls, like the square walls we're going to put up. Like right here is a good example. So I plan to just put a standard wall here. I might put a window wall, but I'm going to have to eyeball it to figure it out. So construction, walls. You'll just grab whatever wall type you want. The thing to note on these walls, if you look at the bottom, there's that one 2x4 looking straight piece. Occasionally it'll flip to the other side. I won't do it here because it's following the lines on that curved wall. But if it flips, just kind of wiggle your mouse while aiming at it, and it'll flip it to the side you want it on, so that your walls will look the same on the outside. Otherwise, you'll have these boards poking out. All right, guys. So like I said, once I get all that placed, I will be right back. And we're currently now on day 3, so we should start seeing predators like bears, wolves, those types of things. Probably some trash pandas or raccoons. They will steal your food, so watch out for them. You want to keep your food protected. And yeah, so I'm going to get to work on that, guys, and I will see you once it's all done. So you can't really see it right now. I might try to lighten this up in editing a little bit so you can see we finished the floor, or the lower floor plan so far. We did put this one wall in, but I wanted to lay the blueprints out first to make sure that's what I want. I'm going to wait on daylight to do that. As you can see, it's nighttime right now, which means it's a perfect time to go over the forging and how we're going to do that. So you can see I've already got this one full of fuel. That one's full. See, so the first two are good. Well, you probably can't actually see because there's no light. Which we're about to make some light now, because I'm sure by now most of you are tired of working in the dark. Or you want to work in the dark and you can't see. Alright, so you could, if you wanted to, you could actually build a torch, which takes 1 stick, 5 fiber. I guess we could do that. So how about we just do this? We'll harvest one of these. Gives us some firewood that we need for the fire. Gives us some sticks so we can slap that. Well, I mean, we're about to light these anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll put these on here. And you can also put sticks on there. 5 sticks is equal to 1 piece of firewood. We'll drop that there. Now, if you look at my hit points in a second, you'll notice that they're at 99 now. It's going to drop a stack of 5 sticks there. And that's because we got attacked by a bear. He managed to kill us, and then he was... Well, of course, his body despawns as soon as I start talking. He killed us one time. It's better just to straight up fight them with your spear. Usually you can kill them before they kill you. The best way is to use a bow once you get one, and then just to take them on that way. But we were talking about torches in case you do want some remote light before you get into making metal. So it's 5 plant fiber and 1 stick. So we can come over here to our plant fiber blocks where we've been cutting down all these trees. Let's hold shift, do a left drag. We'll use the slider option here. So we'll take 5. And then we should just be able to construct that here. Oh, of course we don't have any space. So we can throw, this one should be weak, we'll throw it on the ground. Because these were full, we could not make a tool or weapon. Now we should be able to craft it. And then we press 2, and there's our torch. You can't block with it, you can't fight with it. It's just a pure light source, so that you can see what's going on. So like I said, you can see we finished the floor plan. As always, make sure that you're saving if you don't have autosave. We've filled up and finished all of our stone forges. Now the only thing left to do is to make metal. So to do that, we've got all of our crates full of stone. I went ahead and moved them over here. Actually, I'd like to grab 2 more stones because I like to work off of full stacks. All right, so what we'll do, one full stack, or going long ways horizontally, that's 10. So we're just going to grab 10. That's why we built 5 of the forges. So we're just going to grab 10 of those. Then we can just place them here. All right, so to interact with these, you just press E while aiming at it. You can put your firewood in there just by dragging and dropping it. And at the top here, you have 2 slots. So you can drag and drop there if you want to using your left mouse button. Or the easiest way, you can hold shift and then right mouse button and it will place one of each item there. You can do the same thing by holding alt and right clicking, which I don't advise because some things are in stacks. And then you can do the same thing to take the items off. Alright, so once we have these fully loaded like that, we'll then press E again. And let's drop our lighter onto the burn icon. An important thing to note here later on when it gets to wintertime and summer and you've got armor and stuff on. If you look in the top right, you can see it says 24.4 degrees Celsius. So as we go through the seasons, we're currently on day 4 now, May of spring. As the seasons change, so does the temperature. So you need to keep an eye on that. Too hot, you take damage. Too cold, you take damage. Beyond that, these work just like cooking something on the campfire. You just wait for that to finish. We're going to get 1 iron fragment per stone. It takes 5 iron fragments to make 1 iron ingot. So once we get through this, we'll have enough to make 2 iron ingots. And that'll be the completion of the tutorial for the tutorial tasks. So our goal while that's cooking, we can do other things. We can cut trees, we can make planks, we can set up and build some more. What we're going to do, because if you're like me, you're out of logs. It's hard to see right now because it's dark. But we pretty much don't have any logs left around us. We used them all. Or a majority of them. So we're going to come into here. Go into placeables, others. Right here in the center, we're going to have the log cart. So you can actually set this on the foundations if you want. So we'll just set them right here. It requires 10 planks, 10 nails. Actually, I really don't want to put it there, but that'll be fine for now. 3 logs, 10 planks, 10 nails. Let's go ahead and try to grab our 10 planks if we have any left. Might have used them all up. Alright, so we have to grab some more wood for that. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab some logs. We should have some left laying up here, I believe. So we'll haul these back down here. Let's check on our forge. So we've got iron fragments now. Let's go ahead and grab our stone. Like I said, just grab 1 whole row. That's 10. It'll work out perfectly. So we'll just swap these out. If we want to, we can go ahead and just put these on there. So just do a shift, right click, and it'll put those on there and they'll cook just like the stone. That's going to be 2 iron ingots. Because I know by this point, if you've built as much as I have on, like, say this building, you should be tired of running back and forth to grab logs. I know it's dark, guys. Sorry about that. We just need a couple of planks, but this should make everything much easier once we get the log cart and some iron going. We can build some more advanced items. And we can just throw these down right here because, like I said, they'll stay here forever. So we're going to hit confirm first. And they'll just lay on the ground. Then we need 10 nails. So to get 10 nails, we need to build an anvil. So the anvil is going to be the first thing you want to build once you start making iron. After you've got your anvil made, you're going to want to make a workbench. Workbench. So that's going to be under placeables, workbench. Same place that the anvil is located. We can go ahead and lay those out. These are going to take 10 planks and 8 planks, 5 iron ingots. And then the other one's going to take 10 nails. To get 10 nails, you have to use 1 iron ingot. So like I said, while we're working on that, we'll make more metal. So the anvil's first because you want nails so that you can actually start using the log cart. And back in the day, we had to drag these one at a time on and off of the forges. So this is one of the best updates that was ever added on to the Infected, was the quick placement of stone and things on the forges. So we're slowly building up. We now have enough to make an anvil, to finish the anvil. Then we'll need another one to make nails. So we'll do one more batch of that, and that should allow us to make these 3 items. That's probably where we're going to end the tutorial. So let's go ahead and grab these. I'm not sure how many we needed. I should have looked. So you're good on planks, and you need some planks. Another good thing to build at this point too, as you see that our inventory is getting full, is go to placeables, storage, and we can build us a weapon rack. That will allow us to store our tools and weapons here so that we can swap them out based on what we need at the time. Unfortunately, it is also 10 planks and 8 nails. Alright, so 3 of these will make the 3 ingots we need to finish the anvil, 1 more to make the workbench, and 1 more to make the log cart. So while we're waiting on that, we can go grab some more logs. Alright, so let's grab our stacks of fragments, let those cook up, and then we will be back to finish this as the sun rises. Actually, while the sun's coming up, what we can go ahead and do really quickly is we can lay out the rest of our building. Alright, so I like to have doors on all 4 sides so I can get in and out as I need. So to do that, we'll go to walls, wooden door frame. I like to put mine, like I said, mine in the center. You can put yours wherever you prefer. I like to make sure that the 2x4 at the bottom is facing in the right direction that I want. So if we count, you can always do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 1, 2, and on the third one, bam. Or we can just go off our bed because it should be centered. Yep. From there, I'm going to put some windows next to the doors. So we're just going to grab these windowed wood framed walls. And moving right along, let's grab our standard walls. It's best to lay your whole building out as much as you can before you build something, to include railings, posts, pillars, because sometimes things will still collide. And from there we can finish out our corner edges. Because Vambies will be coming tomorrow. So on day 5, that's when you get the roaming Vambies. They'll just walk around the map and attack you on sight. And there we have it, guys. So our little base is currently laid out. Now if you look, you can't lay the doors until after you finish making the door frame itself. But when you do finish the door frame, it's the same thing with the windows. Let's see, those are going to be under others. You can just look at a finished window and it'll turn green, place it, and then it tells you what it takes, which is 2 firewood, 5 glass, 10 sticks. Right, now that we've finished our iron, let's go ahead and grab that. While the forgers are working, let's get another stack of rock. Because you'll never have, it'll be a long time until you have too much iron. But this does get easier. You can, once you get the extractors, it makes life so much easier. So let's finish our anvil. Once the anvil's done, we can, there's 2 different recipes here. You can bulk craft or you can just do a regular craft. Regular craft is just 1 iron ingot. That'll make your 10 nails. Or you can put 5 to get 50. There's our workbench. This is where we can make the more advanced recipes. If you want to know what it takes to make that, if you come to, say, the Itempedia, go to your over here on the far side, and you hover over these items, it'll tell you what it needs to be made on. So I don't know, let's say we go to bulk items and you want to make, what is a good example? Like bulk arrows, bone arrows. These can be the stone arrows are better. Can be crafted by the player or on the workbench. Bone arrows can be crafted only on the advanced workbench, which is a step above this one. To make rope, we'll need the workbench, and that's what we'll use later, probably in the next episode or 2, to make our fences and our spike traps. If you want some lighting, You can come in here to placeables. You go to furniture. Here's the fire pot. Press E to place it down. It takes 10 plant fibers, 5 iron fragments. So let's grab these. We can place those on here. Grab 10 of these plant fibers. We'll just hold shift, drag it over with the left mouse button, slide over to 10. Hit confirm. And we can place that here. Then you press E to turn it on and off. Press N to pick it up and move it. If you want to, you can place it on top of things. I think these chests are too high. But they are able to be placed on certain items. I don't think we can, yeah, we can't put it on the bed. They can sit on the ground just fine too. But like right there, you can set it on this, light it up. Now you can see where your crafting station's at and your storage. So we can finish our log cart. This right here will make life a lot easier as we continue to build this up. And we're going to go up to another 1, maybe 2 more stories high. And then we need another nail. Let's hit craft there. Here's our storage for tools. So if we don't want the torch anymore, we just drag it over, drop it on that slot. And then you can just place and trade things out as you need to. And that, guys, should be good enough for day 2. It's probably going to be a little bit long. Sorry about that. I'll cut this down as short as I can get it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, leave it below. I'll get to those as soon as I can. You can DM me in Discord if you want to, or talk to us in the infected chat. As always, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Thanks for watching.